robbery in Lincoln Park today caught on security camera. This 70-year-old woman was walking her dog when someone pointed a gun at her. Police don't have anyone in custody.
WGN's Jenna Barnes live downtown where she spoke with the victim. Jenna.
Micah and Ben, this all happened before noon. The victim tells me that she was in Lincoln Park to visit her daughter. She had brought her dog Jasper for a play date, so she decided to walk him first. And that is where the video picks up. While they were at the corner of Webster and Wayne, robbers in a blue Honda CRV pulled up to her. One of them hopped out and pointed a gun at both the woman and the dog. He stole her purse, but she says he later tossed it. The only thing missing was her car fob, and she realized they'd used that to steal the SUV she had just parked.
All I remember is this big gun. He's holding it sideways in my face and saying, give me your purse, or I'll kill you and the dog.
This armed robbery happened at the same intersection where culinary student Dakota Early was shot during an armed robbery in May. He lost
in the face of a potentially dangerous encounter, it's essential to ask yourself, are you prepared to defend yourself, or will you fall victim to an armed robber? To protect yourself and your loved ones, familiarize yourself with self-defense tactics and consider arming yourself or training your dog to deter threats. Additionally, a well-trained protection dog can be a valuable asset in deterring threats and keeping you safe. Dogs trained for protection can bark, growl, or even bite if necessary. But it's crucial to ensure professional training to avoid confusion between genuine threats and harmless situations.
Watch out! Gun! Yes!
No, oh yeah. It should be implied if she hears that too.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
But is he a good boy?
Thanks.
Is he a good boy?
Come on! Come on!
The Ferrat 9mm forward-firing blank gun, also known as the Ferrat Magnum 92 or Ferrat Compact 92, is a semi-automatic blank gun designed to fire 9mm blank cartridges. It is used primarily for stage and film purposes and can fire both single and double action. This type of blank gun can hold up to 10 blank rounds, 9 in the magazine and 1 in the chamber, and features an orange blazed tip at the end of the barrel in compliance with a TF regulation.
All right, so we're gonna do the gunfire with the presses first, then we'll do the Malawas. We're gonna see Smoke's reaction. I hope I don't get attacked.
You won't.
Gunfire desensitization is a critical aspect of training protection dogs for several reasons. Ensuring steady performance, protection dogs must remain.
Alright y'all, it's getting kind of late, but we're going to do some firearm training with Riot. Again, I talked about this before. This is where a lot of trainers stop training because this tells you a whole lot about the training and the dog when you do the firearm training. So this is his first day. I expect some hesitation. But yeah, I encourage you, if you meet with a protection dog trainer or you ask them, do they do firearm training, and they say no, then you probably want to keep looking because, you know, most of the time when you're dealing with bad guys, they're going to have a weapon. They're not going to just be out there with their hand waiting to get bit. They're going to have a gun, they're going to have a bat, they're going to have a knife. So we're going to do we're going to finish him off in protection training. And you guys stay tuned. One of our last few videos that we're making and one of the last few dogs that we're training.
Disarmament training is indeed a crucial component of protection dog training.
You ready?
A properly trained protection dog must know how to disarm and neutralize threats to ensure the safety of their handler and others. Failure to undergo this training can have serious consequences for both the dog and the owner. Here are a few key elements of disarmament training for protection dogs. Number 1, safety. The safety of the dog, handler, and other individuals is paramount during disarmament training. It's essential to use safe training tools and techniques to minimize the risk of injury. Number 2, controlled situations. Training should take place in controlled environments, gradually increasing the difficulty level to challenge the dog. This ensures the dog can handle different scenarios, from basic to complex disarmament situations. Number 3, targeting. Teaching the dog to target specific areas of an attacker's body is crucial for effective disarmament. Dogs should learn to target areas like the forearm, hand, or weapon itself.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. That's a good boy. Good boy.
Timing and precision. A protection dog must know when to engage and disengage during a disarmament scenario. Timing and precision are critical to avoid potential accidents and ensure successful disarmament.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna hold it out like this.
Number 5, obedience and control. Protection dogs must always respond to their handler's commands, even in high-stress situations. Obedience and control are essential for maintaining safety and ensuring effective disarmament.
I'm gonna shoot it and then you're gonna let it go. Ready? Nah, it was a gunfire. It wasn't me. Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Number 6, realistic training. Training scenarios should be as realistic as possible to prepare the dog for real-life situations. This might include training in various environments, using different weapons, and working with different handlers.
I'm literally a cross.
Ultimately, responsible protection dog trainers should prioritize disarmament training to ensure the dog is fully prepared to protect its handler and others safely and effectively. Neglecting this aspect of training can have serious consequences and undermines the purpose of having a protection dog.
Focused and responsive in high-stress situations involving firearms. Desensitization training helps ensure they won't become startled or distracted by the sudden noise of gunfire. Building confidence, familiarity with the sound of gunfire instills confidence in protection dogs, allowing them to carry out their duties even in chaotic environments. The press's confusion and engagement in response to the sound of gunfire are common reactions for a dog that has not yet been fully desensitized to the noise. While they may be aware that something is happening and curious to investigate, the sudden loud sound can be disorienting and unsettling, especially if they are not familiar with it.
Whatever, it's like, I don't know where. Good girl, good boy. Good girl.
This reaction is precisely why gunfire desensitization training is so important for protection dogs. By gradually exposing them to the sound of gunfire in controlled settings, dogs like the Presa can become accustomed to the noise, allowing them to focus on their tasks and follow commands even in high-stress situations involving firearms. The Presas are no longer confused. They know exactly where the gunfire sound is coming from. The trainer must remain still, so they don't engage the trainer aggressively.
Good girl, good girl. That's what I'm talking about. Good boy. Zoop, 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 zoop.
Allowing the Presas to investigate the source of the gunfire noise during a training session can indeed help alleviate their stress and anxiety.
Yes.